Welcome to a brand new series here on Nice Tries. If this is your first time coming to the channel, welcome. Here on Nice Tries, we play games, not necessarily going to be any good at them, but we're here to have fun and try new games out as they come out here. So we now have Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. Long anticipated sequel, took years and years and years for the sequel to come out. Super excited for it. I put about 100 hours into the original Mount & Blade game. A lot of fun, a little bit janky in some of its own ways, but a really good time. Don't worry if you haven't played that game at all. This is technically a sequel, but it's like a pre-sequel, kind of like the Borderlands games, where the events of this game take place 200 years before the events of the first game, so you're not going to be like behind or anything, because most people are probably long since dead, because we're just kind of humans here. But, you know, that will kind of probably tell us maybe some of the lore behind how things started off in the first game, which would be neat to get that little bit of value there. But if it's your first time knowing anything about the Mount & Blade series, don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll be up to speed in no time. First, though, we got to change into some better attire. Got to get ourselves suited up for this exciting action-packed game. All right, we got ourselves a little breastplate here. Gonna throw that. Okay, not very kind with glasses. This is why knights have squires. It hangs a little low, but they didn't have very many sizes in the $1 children's armor at the dollar store, so work with what you got. Let's get in the game. All right, through sheer force of will and some zip ties, we've got our armor fitting all right. So here, we don't have any games to resume. I have not played this game at all yet. We'll just start off with a brand new campaign and see where things take us. Don't expect me to be any good at this game. Don't expect me to be any good at any game that I play on this channel, honestly. I'm okay at Pokemon, but everything else might be a little rocky. But we're here to have a good time. That's the most important thing. If we're having fun, that's what really matters. So, we have to choose very early on which one of these areas we are from. I know nothing about any of them. I imagine they kind of are the ones that set the stage for the kingdoms in the first game. I remember the Sawadians. This looks like maybe these guys. I know they were known for their cavalry. But honestly, let's just go by which scene we like the best. I'm a fan of snowy mountains. That's pretty sick. It's a little bit boring. Cool looking castle. I'm not a fan of camels, if I'm being honest. This one seems okay. I like all the green here. It's kind of neat, but the purple's pretty sweet. I don't know. Let's go with the Empire. Oh, we get to learn about him. Okay, we can. I thought we were going to be confined to picking there. So let's read up a little bit of the lore here. We'll start off at the left-hand side here. The Vlandians. The Vlandians are the descendants of adventurers from the West who lived under the Empire for centuries before becoming an independent kingdom. With the decline of imperial authority, they have evolved into a well-organized feudal society led by a caste of warlike nobles who prefer to fight with spears and lances on horseback. I like that fighting style. That does actually appeal a lot. So we get 20% more experience to troops from battles. That's a nice little bonus. The Sturgians. Sturgians? Sturgians. I'm going to say Sturgians. Sturgians are the descendants of the foreign tribes of northern Calradia. I believe that's the name of the whole region, is Calradia. As the Empire expanded into their cold forests, they found that a ready market for luxurious furs and woodland animals whom they traditionally hunted and trapped. Sturgian chiefs became princes, vying for preeminence with the help of Nord mercenaries who migrated to their realm. They are good hunters, wanderers, traveling far in search of opportunities both for trade and plunder. Okay, not the most exciting thing there. 20% less penalty from snow. Not sure how much that's going to matter. The Calradian Empire is in decline. Even before the murder of Emperor Arenikos, the once united realm was torn by political rivalries. Today, the factions are in open war, yet Calradians endure. They are technologically more advanced than their neighbors, and mastery of engineering is not just evident in their aqueducts, beautiful architecture, and massive city walls. Mastery of engineering is not just evident in their aqueducts, beautiful architecture, and massive city walls. It also makes them experts in siege warfare. That's what I was. Where's my butt? Where's my and? I wasn't expecting to be a whole new sentence there. Okay, cool. That sounds appealing. I like the ability to you know, repair your walls quickly and to make siege engines. That's pretty good. The Asari are inhabitants of the Nahasa Desert, a mix of nomadic Bedouin and settled oasis farmers. I have no idea what that word is. Never seen it before in my life. Maybe I'm just uneducated. Sorry about that. They are famous for their horsemanship and their knowledge of learning the many lands, especially medicine gained from lying on some of the continent's most lucrative trade routes. Each clan is fiercely proud of its lineage and often jealous of others, but when united by a charismatic leader, they become a major force in the south. Caravans are cheaper to build, and we have a 10% less trade penalty. Okay. The reason we should learn about all of them, even if we do decide on one, is these are going to be other regions that we'll interact with, so it's kind of nice to know a little bit of their underlying motives, maybe. The Kuzite Confederation, the Kuzite Confederation of Steeps steppe tribes usually used to live a nomadic life, but have recently settled in the eastern frontier of the empire and are slowly transitioning to an agrarian society with permanent town centers. Despite this, they retain many of the aspects of their nomadic life, including their affinity with horses. They're masters of mounted archery, shooting, and then galloping out of reach. 10% bonus for horsemen on a campaign map. That's pretty nice, actually. The Battanians. The Battanians still remember the olden days when the woods stretched across the northern Calredia, and the Empire and its cities had yet to violate their sanctity. The fierce warriors remain loyal to their traditional ways. They paint their faces when going to battle, and even their noblemen prefer to fight on foot while using great axes and two-handed swords with deadly efficiency. Forced give a 10% less penalty to parties. Honestly, I'm kind of between the Valdanians and the Empire. The Empire, I mean, maybe that's a little bit too cliche, you know, being part of the big organization, but they are in decline, so they might not have that much power. We could come in and bring some stability, but I like the idea of getting extra ability to upgrade our troops, so I do like sieging things. Like, from the first game, the thing I remember most enjoying about it was the siege battles, where you're bringing the towers to castle walls, or you're fending off castle walls from attacking you. The ones where you're just in open fields are fun, but I recall really enjoying these sieges. So because of that, I think I'll go with my initial instinct, and we'll go with the Empire here. We don't have to, you know, conform to their motives necessarily. Oh, there is a character building. This is going to be a little while here. So this will probably be, I'll probably release this episode maybe even a day earlier than I expected, and then we'll have the first, like, real gameplay episode in the next one. We'll get started, but there's going to be a little bit of spin-up time here, because we got to get ourselves a sweet-looking guy. We only have 3 voices, okay. I kind of like voice 1. Let's check out the women, though. It's a pretty good voice. There's only 2 female voices? Oh, that's how you make it say it. Well, we'll probably be a dude, because I'm a dude. They're all super gruff. Why can't I be like this nobleman who's just like, oh, go over there, sirs, and take care of your business. I'm too noble to get my hands dirty in this combat. We can be pale as the noonday sun, and then slowly get greener before getting more tan. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I'm probably about this level of pale, for being entirely honest here. But we'll go a tiny bit more tan, because, you know, my guy's out there working, Oh, okay, here's the pitch we can change. Okay. So what's the difference then?
Hold! I'll split your skull.
That's really tempting.
Form a line! Fall back! Form a line!
I love the squeaky voice, dude.
Line up! Make a line! Raise the ladders!
It's gonna be obnoxious though. Alright, I'm a pretty tall guy, but I'm not insanely tall. We'll go like 3/4 tall. We'll go with the normalish voice. I feel like this voice could actually... We're gonna go with this one because I think it's the most clear. I think I can understand it better than other ones. All right, here's where we get into. There's a lot more customization in this than I recall in the first one. The first one, I don't recall making a custom character at all. But maybe I'm crazy. What am I looking at? Skin type. What, is this changing my pores? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Well, we'll go like, I mean, I got a full-on beard here right now. It's gonna be coming off pretty shortly, but we'll go with a little bit of stubble. I got a fairly skinny head. Face depth. Oh my goodness, we're not gonna play with this for that long because I don't have that much patience for this. Center. I don't even know what that means. Okay. I think my eyes are pretty high up on my cheeks. Where's the nose size? So that's got to be like maxed out, guaranteed. Because like, look at this. This is enormous. There's the nose. Oh, let's just go straight to the nose. No, where's my nose size? Boom. Already looking. I gotta turn this way. Already looking pretty good, I imagine. Oh yeah, that's the kind of nose we got right there. Width. I don't have that wide of an. I have a pretty narrow nose, if I'm being honest. Width. Oh yeah, definitely. We're a small, but pointed. Bridge. I have no idea. I think I've got a little bit of that lumpiness going to the top there. Where's like there's the nose bump. I got a pretty big nose bump. Oh, well, it's not that big. Oh my god. That's insane. We're like there-ish. I'm gonna spend like 80% of the time on the nose because I got a big honking nose. So I feel like It's pretty fair. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, his eyes do look kind of sad like mine. Let's take a look at the eyes here. Eyebrow depth? I don't even know what that means. Oh, okay. That's like how much your forehead sticks out? I have no freaking clue, dude. That's just weird. Like that something's bursting out of his head. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we're gonna keep that pretty flat because that just seems like it's the only thing that makes any sense. Where's the thickness? I need eyebrow thickness because that's insanely thick. I have real thick brows here. Eyelid height? Oh my goodness. Mine's probably a little low. Oh my goodness, that's actually horrifying. All right, we'll go like that. It's coming along. I think, well, let's throw some hair on there real quick. I feel like that's gonna help this really feel more like it looks like me. I mean, that's kind of like what my hair looks like, if I'm being honest. I need like your, oh good God, no, never, I would never. I mean, like, let's be realistic. It's pretty close. This might be closer. I don't like the widow's peak though. I don't have that widow's peak going on. Why is his hair so messy? Why can't you have like decent looking hair? Oh, we got more options. Okay. Hair is not that long. I can kind of pull it back like that. Let's see. Let's see. Some of these hair, it's also scraggly, dude. I know like this game's pretty lean as far as like its resources go. They could have put a little bit more into. Oh my God, that's actually horrifying. Get this hair off. Oh my God, please. Now I look like Jesus. All right. I mean that's pretty close. Not saying I look like Jesus necessarily, but I just that widow's peak bothers me, dude. I can't do it. This is close. You know, my hair's not quite that long yet. We're not at that extent quite, but like, it's pretty close. It's pretty close, my friends. Oh. All right, so I think that's pretty good. Facial hair. Well, I mean, I'm getting that long. This is gonna come off soon, but I think, you know, my guy, he gives you a little bit more credibility in a medieval time if you've got a pretty fierce beard. These are like all exactly the same. I mean, throw some glasses on this guy, and I think we're getting pretty close. I'm not very good at character customization, but you know, we gotta live with this guy for the entirety of our campaign. May as well put a little legwork in the beginning to get him close. These are just so similar. I like this one. I like that look, I really do. But we're going for kind of what I got right now, which is that's probably where I'll end up pretty soon here. Hate that look. That's awful. This is the worst. I mean, honestly, it's probably that. Like all the other ones are just a little too lengthy. That's pretty good too. That's probably where I'll go next. Where I'll go next is I'll get rid of that on the sides. So let's go with that. I think that's a pretty good one. I'm gonna get rid of that. Honestly, this looks a lot like my father, if I'm being honest. Which I look exactly like my dad, so you know, that makes sense. Mouth, I don't even know how much does this even change things? I guess I got puffy lips. I guess we're gonna be a happy dude. We're gonna smile a bit. Get that smile going. Lip thickness, I have pretty thin lips. Oh my, there's so much you can customize here. I mean, he doesn't really look that much like me, if I'm being honest. He doesn't. I think it's mainly because he doesn't have glasses. Can we give him like a glasses tattoo? That'd be pretty sick. Dude, wait, there's actually a scar that sometimes they have in a game that I actually have. This is the closest one. So I actually have a scar like here on my lip from when I busted my face on a coffee table corner when I was a child. Thanks, Grandma. It wasn't her fault. I was a dumb kid and I fell. What are you changing here? I guess if you do, you have tattoos, you're changing the color of tattoos. Okay. I want just that little lip scar. That's pretty close to what I actually am rocking in real life. It doesn't go up that high on my face, nor does it go to my bottom lip, but you just got a little bit like right there. Can I switch the side it's on? I don't want to reset all. That's a lot of hard work I'd be undoing. That's okay. We don't have to be that accurate. Hair, I guess we could change the color too. I mean, it's pretty close to my actual color. That's some pretty dark brown hair. I do have it colored a little bit lighter right now. I'm trying to look at myself and look at this. I think that's pretty good. That might have been where we started. That's okay. Eyes are good. Face is pretty good. I mean, this is pretty good. Can you make him skinnier? Because like I mean, look at my arms. He's way bigger in the bicepal area than I am. Clothing. Whoa. He's huge. What? This doesn't fit. What is going on? This makes no sense. Look how high up his shoulders get. He's just completely swallowed by this. This is like me if I'm wearing a suit that's too big. Okay, well, we'll get out of here. This accursed section with no sound. Okay, are we actually picking something here? Okay, well, let's see. What do we want to say that we had here? Were we born into a family of a landlord's retainers, urban merchants, freeholders, urban artisans, foresters, or urban vagabonds? I don't even really know what freeholders are. I kind of like the idea of urban artisans. That seems pretty fun. But a landlord's retainers, that's a little too militaristic. Let's be urban artisans. What does that suggest here? Crossbow? I don't really like crossbow. I like bow. You know, let's just go. Let's forget our stats. We're not going to plan our stats. We're going to plan our lore. So we're going to be born to urban artisans, as I initially thought. Let's see. We're noted for our leadership skills, brawn, attention to detail, aptitude for numbers, way with people, or your skill with horses. We're going to go with aptitude for numbers. I think it's a more fun way than just trying to actually plan our stats. We'll work with what we've got. Growing up, you spent most of your time at the town's watch training ground with the alley gangs, the docks and building sites at the markets, and caravanseries. Sure. Reading and studying is honestly, for me, where I'd be most likely to be. As a youngster, you grew up in Calradia. War was never too far away from you. You stood ground with the garrisons, rode with the scouts, trained with the infantry, joined the skirmishers, and marched with the camp followers. We probably... what would we do? I think we probably joined the skirmishers, you know? Younger recruits, or those with a slider build, or those too poor to buy armor and shield, tend to join the skirmishers. I don't know. I guess I didn't really know what a skirmisher was before I did that. What are the camp marchers? We avoided service in one of the main forces of the rebels' armies, but followed the trade. Okay, so we kind of... I like that. That seems like that's fun. But, let's see, trained in infantry, that's not very realistic. Rode to the scouts, the other one's kind of realistic. Here... Urban troops. I think we're going to say that we march with the camp followers. It gives us some throwing, which I'm not super thrilled with, but that's okay. I'm just terrible at throwing in these games, so I see it being unlikely for us to be useful. Before you set off a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was we defeated an enemy in battle. We saved a city quarter from a fire. We invested some money in a workshop. We survived a siege. We had a famous escapade, and you treated people well. I treated people well. I try to be nice. That's why we named this whole channel Nice Tries, because it's a bastion of positivity. That's what we're trying to be. Like many families in Calradia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, brother, mother, and your two younger siblings whose gender apparently don't matter at all except for that one brother. That's kind of weird. We have brother and our two younger siblings who don't matter at all. To a new town you heard was safer, but you did not make it. Along the way, at the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain and your youngest two siblings seized. But you and your brother survived because... Subdued a raider. We drove them off with arrows. We rode off fast on a horse. We tricked the raiders, or we organized the travelers to break out. We tricked them. We are cunning. That's what we'll go with. I think it sounds like more fun. All right, is this the end? I believe it is. All right, what is our name? Our name is Nice. That's what we'll go with. Actually, no, we got to do something a little bit more, with a little bit more status. We'll go with Nyceius. Nyceius, Sir Nyceius. I feel like that's has a little bit more oomph to it. Culture empire, so we have a little bit faster construction there. We have 10 skill level plus 1, okay. Try up to numbers, okay, 10 skill level. So what are we working with here? We got crossbow and throwing, which isn't great, so we're not doing very good here. But we're very much, I like the idea of engineering. We're going to be building structures, we're going to be building walls, we're going to be building all kinds of siege engines. Trebuchets, not catapults. Ideally, it depends on what the game actually gives us options for. Hopefully they can give us some trebuchets, siege towers, all that good stuff. So we can trade. So I like being able to, in this one, you know, the ability to fight in combat, obviously if you do improve yourself, you'll be better at it. But not that big of a deal here. In general, commanding troops tends to be a little bit more relevant. So we're going to go with friendly troops damage received. I mean, we're not making it easy. We're making it normal. Whatever normal is. So yeah, you can make it hard. Wait. Recruitment difficulty. Okay. You know, I mean, I don't want to make it so that, let's say, we'll say we're a little bit stronger. We'll take a little bit less damage for our character. Do we want to do that? We don't want. I'd rather have the challenge, genuinely. That seems boring. Okay, we're going to say realistic. Enable death. Enable death. Auto allocate clan member perks. No, I don't want to do that. All right, I don't know if we're getting ourselves into too difficult of a version of this, considering this is my first time playing this game in a couple of years. Well, not this game, but it's been a while since I played the original Mountain Blade game either.
Brother, it's been 3 days now we've been tracking these bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue Pesos and Alea? Are we up for a fight? This looks like old training field for the legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush up our skills. The practice could come up useful when we catch up with the raiders.
We could probably use some tutorial here, so we'll do a little bit of tutorial. Just make sure we're not missing anything there. Oh, that is real fast. Whoa! All right. So, all right, moves easy enough. Jump makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Didn't mean to punch you. We don't have a sword, huh? Where should we go first? Jump over here. Oh, okay. Well, fine. We'll walk through the gate. Who's dying? Oh, they're dying over there. Okay. Well, so far, maybe we can turn the sensitivity down a little bit. I'm turning a little fast. Grab ourselves a sword. However we pick it up. How do we pick it up? F. Okay, that's weird. Usually E. I was trying E. We'll grab ourselves a shield as well. All right. Sir? Do I just hit him? Oh, we do just whack him. Ooh, okay, so I know, like, the little arrows on the side there. Defend from left, okay? You got... Are you gonna... There you go. How do we... Oh, okay, you have to let go of it, okay. Got it, okay. So little arrow on the side there shows, like, which way you're going to be going. So if I'm just right in the middle... Oh, we can defend from down. Okay, I didn't realize we could do that. So now, all right, so then, yeah, so if you see here... If I move the, like, stick to the right, then we pull up a right-handed, a right directional attack, and then we attack from the left. You like that. Above, you go shaka. I know it's telling me to do this in a certain order. Attack from down. All right. I'll be honest, we're never going to attack from down. That's just probably not happening. If it happens, it's unintentional. What's, Okay, so if you just kind of click while not pointing in a direction, I don't really know how it decides, but all right. That's good enough. Are we going to do any more training here? I don't think so. We'll just jump right in. Maybe I'll do a little bit more training off screen if we end up being terrible at this. But I think this will be good. We'll jump right in here. And, whoop, leaving there. I guess we'll call it done here. This is just the intro to my character and what we're doing from here. I don't want this episode to be insanely long or anything, so join us in the next one as we start off on our first little mission here, trying to track down our siblings, whatever their weird names were there. That'll be it for this one, though. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. This is a brand new one. Not sure how long it'll go on for, but I think it'll be a fun game. Don't expect me to be good, but expect this to be a fun and kind of goofy learning experience for everyone involved. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you want to see some more of these in the future. There's a brand new episode of something on this channel every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Going to be alternating between this one and our Pokemon Nuzlocke. If you haven't checked out that series, I recommend it. It's a good time. Been a bit of a struggle recently, but hey, that's part of the fun. That's it, though. Until the next episode, I hope you have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, check out these similar videos floating all around your screen.